Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for August. So this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon or Rising. So let's just get straight into the messages, shall we? Just need to give the cards another shuffle. Okay Capricorn, let's see what the main theme of your reading is, or the main theme of your life is for this month, shall we, for August 2023. We have the Seven of Pentacles, your energy coming into this month. We've got the Emperor and the Eight of Wands. Any external energies, whether it's a person, a situation, anything that that has an impact. That was a lot. I think that was a bit too many. Just bear with me, some have dropped on the floor. Okay, try that again. Any external energies that are having an impact or involved or relevant here. For some reason, your external energies are quite a lot, and I'm just going to take the two that fell out properly. We have the Magician and the Five of Swords. That doesn't feel good together, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that does not feel good. I know the Magician is by itself. Oh no. Yeah, I feel really weird. I feel really weird looking at that Magician card. It is usually quite positive on its own, but with that Five of Swords, it's literally making me feel a knot in my chest. I don't like it, and in my stomach. It doesn't feel nice. Okay. Past energies within the situation. Seriously, I'm getting a serious knot right in my gut, so I don't know what that's about, Capricorn. Right, past energies. And I literally had that card in my head as it came out, the Five of Pentacles, or just before it came out. Current energy regarding this situation. We have the Three of Cups, and it came out in reverse, and I'm going to put it back. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let's try that again. Current energy. Oh, that flew right. We've got the Hermit, but the Hermit is in reverse, and I'm going to take it in reverse. I trust that it's I trust that more than the Three of Cups that came out. Right, possible, potential, or likely energies. Potential future energies, basically, that may happen based on what's going on now. Oh, wow. You keep getting a ton of cards. What's going on? Try that one more time. Potential future energies based on what's happening here. Nine of Pentacles, and the word independence is just popping up in my head. Okay, any guidance, advice, or support? I'm getting a lack of confidence from that Hermit card there. Okay, let's leave it for now. We've got the Ten of Cups as your advice. Right, let's get a couple of oracle cards. So we'll start off with, my nose is itching. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here because my nose is feeling really weird. Sacred Power reading cards. This is already feeling like it's either going to be an odd reading or potentially heavy reading. I'll warn you from now because of the weird sensations. My eyes are starting to water for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, we're getting an oracle card for this. I am getting distracted by my nose and that weird feeling that I just had in my chest and in my gut. So anything else that can give us an overview of this reading? We have Source, and also I'm going to get a card from the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians deck. You might be praying a lot, or you might need to pray a lot with that Source card. And I will read from the book for that. I think a lot of faith is needed here. And with that Hermit, that's making me think that as well. Okay, we have Sacred Marriage and Soul Family. If I put those there, can that fit? Kind of, yes. I think you can see that, can't you? All right, let's look up these oracle cards first and foremost. Let's start with the Sacred Power book. So we've got this card here, Source. It says, surrender fear, which I was just talking about, a lot of faith is needed. And I said a lack of confidence with the Hermit. Surrender fear with the power of prayer. Miracles can happen now. As a source of comfort and hope, prayerful thoughts strengthen your faith in life and divine consciousness. Life isn't always happiness and joy. Experiencing sadness and sorrow is a part of life. Turning to prayer during times of trouble and darkness opens pathways for the divine will to act on your behalf. The power of prayer can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. When positive energy exists within and around us, it can help us balance any physical or mental condition. Divine Source speaks to us through prayer when we finally, when we truly surrender our fear. That might be something it might be a case of finally surrendering your fear, but it says truly here. Our fear and open our heart to pure love. People tend to turn to prayer only in times of trouble. In fact, they should offer prayer even in good times to show gratitude and thanks for the blessings they have received. A continued flow of divine surrender opens us to new possibilities while increasing our strength on a spiritual level. Have faith. The ascended masters and heavenly realms will respond in divine deliverance if you surrender your heart to receive. By being open to the work of miracles, you allow universal synchronicities to bless you in abundance. Prayer helps your mind and body to become one. Divine communication is strong right now. Messages from loved ones, angels, ascended masters, and divine source are brought to you now. Pay attention to thoughts, feelings, and impressions you receive during and after prayer. Invoke your spiritual power and blessing from heavenly hosts and deities by surrendering to faith with an open-hearted routine prayer. The power of prayer is strengthened by your spiritual state. Mantras open doors for divine communication. Using a prayer or Dharma wheel brings purification and value to your heart's request. Right now, pray for the miracle you need. You are being divinely assisted. The affirmation is, from the light of God that I am, I clear and open the way for divine miracles. I surrender my heart to 100% pure light consciousness. I embrace divine will through love and faith. And that Eight of Wands there, that to me is making me think about that divine communication, that divine prayer. That could be you, because this is your energy coming into the month, praying and sending you prayers out there. I mean, I know this is usually considered to be like the love arrows, but love isn't just romantic, is it? So let's have a little look at the book for the Mary Magdalene Sacred Marriage and Hathor Soul Family cards. And because there's two of them, I don't know if I want to read from the whole book or just pick out key points, otherwise we'll be here all day. So let's look at Mary Magdalene. It says, you are your own twin flame. Spiritual wholeness leads to new experiences of intimacy and love. There's a lot of big spiritual elements here, soul family, and that whenever I look at this card, I always think of ancestors here, which I guess is a part of it. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, although it says the Temple of Magdalene is a space for deep spiritual and sexual healing. It does reference twin flames, but it refers more to the the internal twin flame, the divine masculine and feminine within you. It says your healing journey is about becoming whole. So that may be where you are, something about you becoming whole, and prayer and your spirituality is a part of that. It does say that before you can experience sacred marriage with another, you need to come home to your own inner twin flames. That's what I was talking about. Is there anything else? So the additional meanings for this card, it says you're a powerful spiritual teacher with a mission to bring the Shekinah, feminine force of divinity, to humanity. It says clear the vibrational imprint of past lovers through energy work, and that may be relevant with some of the cards that have come up here, like the Five of Pentacles, and then this external energy here. I don't like the feeling of that at all. Work on your relationship in couples therapy, or incorporate sacred ritual into your love life. I mean, the sacred ritual could just be prayer in general. It says, I am whole and complete. I am ready to create a sacred experience of intimacy. Let's quickly look up Hathor soul family. It says, destined reunion, support for your journey is here. I can't see any specific cards of reunion here at this point in time, but I haven't clarified yet. Key points, it says a magical time of reconnecting with your soul family has arrived. So that would be people who are soulmates in real life, and not just romantic soulmates, but friends, acquaintances, whoever. These are the people that are gonna they support you, don't they? And they allow you to shine your light. And they inspire you and boost you, and they're your cheerleaders as well, aren't they? Let's see what else it says. Additional meanings, you share an important soul connection with this person, whoever this person is. Let Hathor guide the relationship. Receive motherly love from a parent, friend or group who can look after you. And it says join a dancing, singing or music class. And I guess that's a sense of community and enjoyment, isn't it? I mean, that could be a 10 of Cups energy. Where you're doing things that really make you happy. It says, I'm not alone. My soul family are arriving to lift me up. And there's something here with that hermit. Yeah, there's something relevant there with the hermit, but we'll see what comes out when we clarify, which I am going to do now. So let's get the clarifying deck and start off with that Seven of Pentacles, which is the theme. And initially I would say that is about assessing what you've built or what you've invested in so far, whether it's your time, your energy, your effort, physical resources. So Seven of Pentacles, let's clarify please. We have the Two of Wands. One thing I'd say you're assessing is the choices you've made and what they've led to you building or creating. Anything else? Justice. Excuse me. Anything else for Seven of Pentacles? We have the, 3 Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Again, I've said this before, but I always seem to get repeat cards whenever I do readings. Like a lot, not just a couple, but a lot of them. And Nine of Wands, sorry, you couldn't see that there, could you? Okay, yeah. So with that Seven of Pentacles, I said it feels like you're assessing things like the choices, the time, the energy, the effort, what you've built. And I would say with Justice card and the Page of Cups, you kind of contemplating how have I invested or built things that are fair to me and that align with me as well, that match the desires of my inner child, that are what my heart really wants. You've got the Seven of Pentacles there again, which is just the same repeat message. And then you've got the Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, which feels a bit defensive. Yeah, it feels defensive. And I'm hearing the words, is it worth it, or was it worth it? was it worth it? Whatever you're looking back on and assessing, was it worth it? Okay, you know what that means. If you feel like leaving a comment to share your story, then feel free. Let's go to the Emperor and the Eight of Wands, which is your energy coming into this month. Well, some cards have fallen out, but I'm not sure I trust them. We've got the Eight of Wands and Five of Swords. I'm going to put them back and try that again because they came out really weird in a way that I don't like. I have to say I'm dreading going to that Magician and the Five of Swords. It's making me feel anxious just looking at them. So I don't know what's going on there for you, but we'll find out in a minute. So the Emperor and Eight of Wands. Right, we've got the Six of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. Let me just get another one for that. Again, I feel like that prayers element with that source card matches that. That may be your way of, why am I taking your power back or taking control of things is that's how you, that's what gives you the confidence, is prayer, through prayer possibly. But let's get another card to clarify that. Six of Pentacles. Let's get another one. Again, with that Six of Pentacles, again, it's about fairness, and maybe it is, again, you, because Six of Cups, it can be something from the past, a gift from the past, nostalgia, memories. Maybe it's you remembering what, who you are. That's something that just came into my mind. Who you are, what fills your cup, what feels fair to you. Let's get one more, and then maybe putting out prayers about that, or you might be physically communicating that with someone. If you're the Emperor, you wouldn't be afraid to express yourself. Let's get one more if it decides it wants to come out. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles there. I'm going to get one more to go with the Knight of Pentacles because I'm not certain what that means just yet. He's protective. That's one thing I can say. He's reluctant. That's what it feels like. He's reluctant. Okay. Well, let's get one more to go with that Knight of Pentacles anyway. Maybe reluctant to give. Maybe it could be that because of what things that have happened to you in the past, Capricorn, you're reluctant to open up, because that Ace of Cups is opening up, isn't it? Well, one meaning of it would be opening up emotionally, and then with the Six of Pentacles, that's giving. That can be generosity. I mean, yes, it can be give and take, but it's also giving as well. And maybe you're reluctant, or maybe it could be a recent situation, it could be in the distant past, or maybe you have opened up a little bit and now you may have been let down and now you're reluctant. But I think it feels the other way around. I feel like there's a sense of maybe you've created something that just doesn't feel quite right, that doesn't matter, like that whole, is it worth it or was it worth it? Like you've invested in something, but it feels like it wasn't worth it maybe. And that could have been because you weren't being completely honest with yourself. Maybe you were holding back all along and you may realize that, or I don't know, maybe you don't realize it, or maybe you're only just starting to realize it, that all along you weren't honoring your inner child. Possibly you weren't truly being fair to fear. Possibly maybe that there was fear there, but you weren't completely opening up. You weren't being completely fair to yourself. But we've got cards of commitment here, like that Knight of Pentacles is committed. You were committed, and Seven of Pentacles is a kind of commitment in a way as well, because it's you reap what you sow, and you're going to be committed if you're trying to build something. Let's get one more with that Knight of Pentacles, as I keep saying and not doing. Knight of Wands. That's complete opposites. That's just complete opposites going in the complete opposite direction. complete contradiction there, because the Knight of Pentacles is like very, very sensible. And then the Knight of Wands is just like the rebel that goes off and does whatever the hell they want. Maybe there's an internal battle that you've had of practicality versus what your heart desires and where your passions lie. Let's clarify. Okay, I'm not looking forward to this. Let's clarify the Magician. Oh no, it's really giving me a horrible feeling. This is external energy, the Magician and the Five of Swords. Let's clarify that. Probably some positive card will come out now that I've said that, but let's see. Right, we get Three of Pentacles. Oh, the Devil. Okay, not a shocker there. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that came out. And then we've got the King of Wands. This comes across, okay. Shall I get, yeah, let's get one more clarifier, even though I'm going to probably screw myself up and make it more confusing now. Well, I'm not even confused, but let's get one more. Right, Queen of Cups and Two of Swords. Okay, so what I got initially with that Magician and the Five of Swords is manipulation, because the Magician is able to manipulate energies, resources, but it can be someone that manipulates people, because it's a card of communication. It's Mercury, Gemini and Virgo, isn't it? Yeah. And the Five of Swords, that's not the nicest card in the tarot deck, is it? That's defeat, that's winning at all costs. That too can be manipulation. So I definitely was getting a vibe of, it's making me feel physically sick looking at the Magician for some reason. So let's cover him up for a bit. It can be manipulation. And the two of them together especially, I would say, is manipulation, where somebody's like could have completely taken advantage of you or tried at the very least. You've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is somebody that you would have, because Three of Pentacles is collaboration. You've collaborated with them in some way, whether it's a business deal, a work situation, a project, friendship. It could be a relationship that you've tried to build a home with them or something. It could be family members that you've tried to create something with. But there is something quite toxic here and controlling, I'm feeling, with the King of Wands is making me feel like this person may have been controlling as well as manipulative. And then the Devil is where, however they've manipulated or controlled you, it's held you back. Blindsided. I'm getting the word blindsided, whatever that means for anyone. But it's a huge sense of manipulation, control, holding you back. And then as I say that, we look at that Two of Swords where someone's held back. I'll look at the Queen of Cups in a minute. The Two Truths. That's the possibly two truths, isn't it? I mean, yes, it's sometimes intuition, sometimes making a decision, but again, two truths where it could be where you didn't know what the truth was because of them manipulating you. You couldn't tell what's true and what's not, and they've confused you and again blindsided. The Queen of Cups, because that came out between the King of Wands and the Two of Swords. I'd say there's maybe some emotional manipulation there, because the shadow side of the Queen of Cups would be emotional manipulation. So is this a mother figure? I mean, it might not be a woman, but it could be a mother figure, a sister, a partner, friend. There's definitely a sense of manipulation, control there, and holding you back and just causing confusion. So I'm sorry if that's what you've been through. That would explain why you're needing to have faith now, if that's something you've been through. Let's look at that Five of Pentacles. That's where you've been left out in the cold, and somebody could have financially ripped you off here, or if not literally financially ripped you off, then at least done something that has stunted or interfered with whatever you are trying to build in your life. Something where it's had an effect on the physical, tangible things in life, material things. I mean, you could have ended up homeless because of someone. I mean, if you're in a relationship with someone who was quite a horrible person, manipulative, etc., you could have ended up in a situation, this is past energy actually, where you've ended up with nowhere to live. Maybe they've thrown you out, or maybe you just couldn't put up with it anymore, so you left, but then you had nowhere else to go. Let's clarify. Could have left you jobless if it's a work situation, because it could be colleagues that are that toxic, you know, those toxic work environments. I'm very fortunate. I haven't, well, I kind of have been in one work environment that was toxic, but luckily I didn't. I got out pretty quickly, and I didn't realize it was toxic at the time. I physically felt the energy every time I went into the place. I felt a horrible vibe, but I didn't know what it was, to be honest, at that time in my life. I'm just making sure it's not blurred. Yeah, I had the feeling every time I went there. I had that same horrible feeling in my gut that I had looking at that magician, where you feel physically sick going into the place. But I was a lot younger then, and I just thought, I didn't really think much of it. So yeah, but I didn't last there very long, and I'm very fortunate I didn't, because it wasn't pleasant. Anyway, let's get a clarifier for that 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. Yeah, that's a very painful, very, very painful ending to something. And what's peeking out, that from where I've just taken the where the 10 of Swords flipped, was the 4 of Cups, where she looks really disappointed. Let's get another clarifier for that 5 of Pentacles. Oh, we have the World, the card that I was just fiddling around here to try and clear the camera. The World. I mean, on the plus side, even though you've got that 5 of Pentacles there, that's done. That cycle's completed, and it's the start of a new cycle now. Or you've had the opportunity to go into a new cycle. One more for that 5 of Pentacles, and we have that 5 of Swords again, that nasty energy, which I would say that's something that you've had to escape from. And you may have had to do something or say something unpleasant to get out. It might have ended in arguments. I don't know. Let's get one more for the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. We have strength. Yeah, you might have had to have the courage. You might have really had to tear someone apart verbally, and I know it's not funny, but there might have been some pretty nasty things said, but that's done. That's done now, and I think you've come out of it with some courage. I mean, you're the Emperor now, so I mean, maybe that connects. Maybe that is partly the energy of that 5 of Swords with the Emperor, where you've had to take control and communicate very bluntly how you feel. Let's go to that Hermit, and I have a thought on that, but I'm going to clarify it before I speak on it. Oh, that came out really quick. 4 of Swords. What else? 2 of Cups. It's in reverse. Yeah, we'll take it in reverse. I get this. It matches already what I was thinking. Let's get one more. 10 of Wands. Shall I get one? Yeah, I guess I'm doing at least 4 clarifiers for each card today for some reason. And we have the Moon, and then another one just kind of wanted to come out. The King of Swords. Yeah, we'll take him. Right, so with that Hermit, my thoughts were that you either are or you need to come out of a period of isolation and trying to do everything by yourself. It can be good to go into hermit mode, to be solitary, to try and figure things out for itself, but then sometimes either you do it for such a long time that it just becomes detrimental, and you just sort of stunting your own growth, or it's a point in your life where you actually need people rather than to be alone. So I would say that's what that means with that 4 of Swords. It's like you've had long enough of trying to figure things out on your own, trying to heal on your own. Now you need support. And you've got the 2 of Cups there, which would be where you connect with another person. You share what's in your cup with another person. It would be emotional support, but it's in reverse. So I would say that's something in the present that you probably need to work on. Is I mean, it's that Soul Family card, isn't it? And the Sacred Marriage card as well, is healing any issues around connecting with people, not just romantically but platonically, opening up with people, having that trust there, and being able to share your burdens. 10 of Wands, share your burdens and allow people to come in and help you. You've got the Moon there and the King of Swords. I think if you try to figure this out and try to do it on your own, then you're just going to be more confused and feel a bit lost. I'm getting with that moon card. You've got the King of Swords there. This side of the King of Swords, he's a great communicator. He's got his sword of truth. Being in reverse, it's where you're not talking. And I think you probably need to talk. You need to open up. I mean, in your own time, obviously, don't rush. But I think you're in a point of time where if you want to heal, properly heal whatever's going on, then you're going to need to open up. And I know we got the Emperor. I mean, as I said, I feel like the Eight of Wands is more to do with prayers. And that probably is helpful, but maybe you need to talk to people in your actual life as well. Not just prayers, but, you know, get a sense of community, develop a sense of community again. Let's look at that Nine of Pentacles. That's potential future energy. I mean, that's confidence. That's building yourself back up, I think, is the key word there. Building yourself back up. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. The Chariot. And we have the Wheel in reverse. I wonder why that's in reverse. The Sun and the King of Cups. So I still feel like it's building yourself back up. You're going to have to be honest with yourself. Yeah, you've got that Seven of Swords. You have to be really honest with yourself. And I'm not 100% sure what that means, like what that relates to specifically. Well, probably with the Chariot there, I'd say with the direction that you want to go in. And about what you truly want, because the Chariot, I'd say I always get yin and yang type energies, and it's heart and mind, not just being practical, because we did get the opposition there, didn't we, between the practical and then what your heart desires. It's getting the heart and mind on board together and coordinating them and being really honest about that to move forward. And yeah, I guess that's where by doing that, you'll be able to turn things around. You'll be able to turn the wheel and get things going in your favor, which the Sun would be your favor. You're going to have to open your heart up, and, as I say, be honest with yourself. And that's potential future energy, and that's what you would need to do to build yourself back up. That's what you would need to do. So 10 of Cups is your advice, and I would say, again, be very honest about what will truly make you happy. Be really honest. Don't focus on I mean, yes, the practical side is important, but to be happy, you have to be honest about it. You have to be really honest. You can't base your happiness on what's practical, on solely what's practical, put it that way. Let's get, that flew. Let's get more for the 10 of Cups. Page of Swords, new truth. It's a new truth. I mean, it's not experienced. He's not experienced, but he's got his new truth and he's willing to explore with it and see where it takes him. Four of Wands. That feels like building on what you've already got. So you've probably got a foundation of something or for something or ideas about something that you want to build on. But you have to be really honest with yourself about it, about where you want to take it. There's a sense of home here as well. 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands. I mean, 10 of Cups is like a happy home. 4 of Cups is the foundation for a happy home. And home, it could be physical home. Maybe you have ideas about you want a new home, you want to buy a home, you want to move somewhere else that feels like home. Maybe you want to go back to a place that you grew up. But it's the home, it's home within yourself as well, what feels like home. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. What feels like home to you, that's what will make you happy. And then you have the 9 of Cups, what makes you happy, what feels like home to you. I'll get one more for that, the Tower. You might have to start from scratch. And, I mean, although it says you have a foundation though, doesn't it? But maybe that foundation isn't, maybe that's just the idea rather than a physical foundation. Let's get one more after that Tower. I'm sorry, I'm nosy. Whenever I see the Tower, I'm like, I have to get another card just to see what comes after that one. Ace of Wands. That's the new beginning, new start, new inspiration. I think that made sense. So let's get a believe in your own magic card to round everything off. It's not a bad reading, Capricorn. I mean, I know there's some painful parts in it with that magician, which felt horrific, and then that Five of Pentacles there. But it's just a case of, as I say, open up, be very honest with yourself about what you really want, and get your heart and mind on board together. And then you'll be happy, or you can create the happiness that you need. And again, what feels like home, be really honest about what feels like home. In every sense of the word, like what makes you feel at home with yourself, who feels like home in your life, like your soul family, what you do in work, what feels like home there, everything, what feels like home in every sense. So believe in yourself, believe in your own magic, should I say, Oracle deck. Let's get one more card to clarify. Not clarify, sorry, to give us advice or round it up. Right, we have remember to practice self-love. That goes without saying. And again, that comes to that whole what feels like home. Yeah, because with self-love, I would say part of self-love is feeling at home in yourself, isn't it? And further, think first before you judge. Let's just get the book out to see what that says. It's here, number 26. I feel like it's more about judging yourself, but let's read it anyway. Did you commit, this is the book, did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is your judgment justified, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. I honestly feel like that's where you've judged yourself, if I'm being honest. I don't think this is you judging other people. It could be other people judging you, potentially. Maybe you have a fear of being judged, and that's why you may have acted in the past out of practicality rather than following your heart's desires. But I think you may potentially have an issue here where you judge yourself, possibly. Or maybe not all the time, but just in certain situations. So there you go, Capricorn. Hopefully that was helpful to you. I know it did get a bit heavy at times, but hopefully you can use what's here to move forward. So thank you for watching, and take care.